Ever heard of Bloxton Hotels? Cute and seemingly innocent game, right? Well, what if I told you there were some things that happened within the walls of this hotel that aren't so innocent? It all started on a seemingly normal day at Bloxton. Staff doing their jobs, MRs dealing with trollers, and bartenders serving customers. However, an MR was reviewing some feedback on the group forums when she came across a very chilling and creepy post made by a customer. The post was made by a user who went by the name Legends. It was a complaint about inappropriate behavior from one of the staff members, claiming that a user by the name of Vober was doing inappropriate activities to him, along with a security guard in a private room. The MR didn't think much of this complaint. She tried to laugh it off as nothing, or maybe a troll review, which wasn't uncommon to see on the group forums. However, more reports tended to pop up about the same security guard. It was a very quiet day at the hotel. Not many people were in the server on this day, when a user who goes by the name of Liam decided to check into the hotel. He made his way over to the receptionist desk and decided to ask for a room. The receptionist looked at him and gave him a room key. Liam looked down at his key and saw it read, Room 601. Upon leaving the elevator, Liam stepped in front of the door to his room and noticed that it was already open. Liam thought this was extremely weird considering the fact he had not checked into his room yet. Liam opened the door to his room, which was pitch black, and he noticed a chilling shadow in the corner of his room. He approached closer, only to realize it was a security guard who worked at the hotel. Liam was clearly relieved to notice it was only a worker in his room. However, Liam was very creeped out by this particular worker. He had a very creepy smile on his face, and he had a strange fur coat hat on his head. The creepy security guard told Liam not to worry about him, and that they were going to have a load of fun in his room tonight. I can't get into specific details about what was done to Liam. However, we do have a photograph from a concerned housekeeping staff who managed to secretly take a picture of the horrific things being done to Liam. After this incident, speculation and rumors started from guests within the hotel about what had happened to Liam, and what horrible employee could have done this to him. Other hotel employees, specifically MRs and high ranks, were quick to try and brush off the rumors, saying that it was being handled or that it wasn't true. The truth was, they had no real information about this and didn't want their hotel's reputation ruined. Although privately, an investigation was being made trying to find out the identity of what evil employee could be doing this to innocent guests. They could hardly find any clues to lead to the identity of the security guard. That was until a public comment was posted from a mysterious user who goes by the name dxpu. It was a direct reply to one of the guests who complained about being a victim to this evil security guard. It was chilling, and it read, quote, "I would do it again if given the chance. You took it so well." This comment was shocking, and it was undoubtedly the employee that did these horrible things to Liam. This chilling user, who was somehow hired at the hotel, was now being heavily investigated by the staff. Although this man practically admitted to doing these vile things to Liam, HRs told the guests that the proof was insufficient and that nothing could be done until video or picture evidence came out. This left the victims devastated. Although everyone knew the guard was guilty, they could do nothing. Secretly, the other employees decided to launch a private investigation on DXPU. They decided to secretly stalk him while he was on his shift so they could get evidence. Although it was seeming to work the first couple of times they tried, the man would always manage to mysteriously disappear throughout the halls during his shift, making him extremely hard to track. Employees tried tirelessly. New victims tried speaking out all the time, but nothing was found. Day after day, it seemed, the man would just get away with it. Just as the case seemed to run cold, a housekeeper by the name of Rosemary was working on the 5th floor. Rosemary was doing her usual shift, taking towels from the bathroom, making the beds, and cleaning windows. Right as she was almost done cleaning the windows in this particular room, she noticed a human's feet dangling from the top of the window coming from outside. She was shocked to see this. She quickly opened the window and stuck her head out to see what was going on, only to see a terrifying and chilling sight. Above her, she saw the evil security guard holding a hotel guest in handcuffs and dangling him off the edge of the 6th floor, threatening to take his life and drop him. She quickly pulled her phone out and stuck it through the window and captured this horrifying image. The proof of this evil man's crimes were finally captured, and they had proof to get him fired. HRs and MRs stormed the servers, looking for the security guard, but to their surprise, they couldn't find him. Days passed and the evil security guard never showed up to work. Day after day, they expected to see him, but they never did. DXPU was officially fired from the security team on October 4th, 2025. But the most chilling thing about this whole case is that even though the man was caught and fired from the hotel, DXPU was never permanently banned from the hotel. And to this day, people claim to have seen him lurking the halls of the 6th floor of the hotel and trying to lure people into his signature hotel room, Room 601. Please, to anyone listening to this, if you ever see DXPU in a small server, do not follow him into his room. Do not approach him or attempt to talk to him, and report any suspicious activity to a moderator. Hopefully, one day, this evil man will face the justice and punishment he deserves. If you do not know what this man looks like, here is a picture captured of him from the hotel's CCTV security camera. Once again, if you see this man, please report him to the staff.